tornado is on the ground now, and your life is in extreme danger if you are in the path of this thing near Strand, Carbon, Lincoln Center, Mount Etna, Carl, Dewey, Gilead, Bridgewater, and Fontanelle, and Greenfield in Iowa. If any of those places sound familiar to you, once again, you're in the path of a life-threatening, considerably damaging tornado. Dickeyville and Strand are the places that are most immediately under the gun for damage, I guess you could say here, from this storm. So you guys should be bracing for impact now. Beyond that, once again, I think we've got to be really concerned about Carbon. This is going to eventually, if this stays on the ground, which once again, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, this is going to eventually go up there towards Lake Ikaria, and it'll likely cross Highway 148 somewhere between that lake and the Talty Wildlife Area and 125th Street. So if you know any of these places that I'm talking about, you're likely very close to this thing, and we need you to take shelter. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, we have a PDS tornado warning, a particularly dangerous situation for Adair County, Iowa, Adams County, Iowa, and Cass County, Iowa, and Union County, Iowa. Take shelter if you're in those places. You've got time. Once again, downstream here, if you're back towards Dewey, you might have 20 minutes. You've got time to get your shoes, all right? Get your shoes. You want to wear a pair of shoes that you would be okay walking over splintered wood with. You don't want to put on the flip-flops, all right, or the slippers. You want to put on good shoes, closed-toed shoes. Put on something that you wouldn't care to walk in the rain with, and bring a charged phone, charged tablet or something with you, and get into a safe spot, a basement, a storm cellar, preferably. If not that, then you want to get into the most interior room of a sturdy building on the bottom floor with as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. And also helmet. I forgot to mention that one this time. We need, if you've got a helmet, if the kids got bicycle helmets, baseball helmets, whatever it is, if you've got a helmet, wear a helmet in your safe spot, because the number one way you're going to get injured in a situation like this is by debris falling on you. Okay, so Riley's got a video of the tornado near Villisca here. Once again, this is now coming up towards Carbon and Quincy, Iowa, right now. This is Storm Chaser Riley Dibble. This is his video here that he just took of that tornado that we saw as it crossed Highway 71. And this tornado that you're seeing right here is moving into Carbon and the area between Carbon and Strand and Quincy, Iowa right now. It does look like there's might be a little bit of a merge, some interference is happening here with the inflow. So hopefully that will stop the tornado. However, as we talked about before, it also has the very real ability to, enhance that circulation as well. So we've got to watch very closely as this merge happens. Also, unfortunately, we've got all of these little storms that are popping up down here near Gravity, Bedford, down towards Ravenwood. Oh my gosh, we got bigger storms popping up down here in Missouri as well. Look at this. How quick has this happened? Yeah, so like these are popping up like out of nowhere. Look at this. Boom, boom. Kansas City, you guys are getting ready to get a big storm. We've got a rotating storm moving up towards Smithville, Missouri now. Another one down here in Kansas. We're starting to see storms pop up in Oklahoma and Arkansas and Texas as well. Our major, widespread, multi-million people impacting, severe weather outbreak is underway now. We are focused a little bit more on Iowa and southwestern Iowa right now, because the most life-threatening storms that we have going on right now at this very moment, they're happening in Iowa. But we will update you on all the other storms as well as those storms become stronger. It's always a good thing if I'm not talking about your zone. Damage reports are starting to come in from some of these tornadoes. We will let you know more about that as we learn more. Brandon Clement has added again. Look at this. Tornado on the ground. Now on the northeastern side of Villisca, closer to Nodaway. Did you guys just see that? Yep, it's still doing damage there, closer to Nodaway. This is. I think that this is actually not the original rotation.
A new tornado warning
has tornado been issued. On the ground. Then a handoff to the south.
Yeah,
tornado on the ground.
Confirmation now from Brad Arnold. Brad Arnold's got it up as well. We should probably be monitoring his feed. But we've got a handoff.
Ryan, tornado on the ground. We have a perfect angle of it on stream.
What we just saw happen was the original rotation here. Okay, the original rotation here kind of occluded, and now we've had a new handoff. A new area of rotation is happening down here between Nodaway and Brooks. New tornado warning was just issued for Brooks, Corning, and Prescott. You guys have got to take shelter now, and this tornado is doing damage. We just saw it through Brandon Clement's stream. We're going to see it again. Hopefully, Allie can get Riley and Brad up for us because they've also got it. But there it is. It's still doing damage as it moves up towards Corning. Take shelter in Corning, Iowa right now. All right, let me dive into that a little bit more.
Ryan, we're about to get an extremely close range intercept on this one.
Okay, all right. Brad Arnold's up there. Let's make sure we get two sorted out. Brooks, Iowa. So right now, Brad's exact location, this is a live view from Storm Chaser Brad Arnold. His exact location is he is on 210th Street, looking to the south. So this tornado is moving to the north and east. He's looking over there towards Highway 34. This tornado is going to cross 210th Street in just a moment. And then it's going to continue to go up towards Corning and Quincy, Iowa. One second, let me get my ducks in a row here. If this does continue to go in the direction that it's been going and it comes close to Corning, which it looks like it's going to do that, this will enter town on the side of Corning where you guys have the, what is that? The Corning City Airport, Brooks Road, Brown Bear Corporation, if this comes through town. Now, we need everybody in the town of Corning to take shelter and assume that this is going to hit you head on. However, we're going to hope that this does a similar thing as the other storm and it kind of skirts the northwest side of town. But still, even if that happens, I think the airport, the Southwest Valley High School, I think those places are in the direct path of taking a hit from this tornado. So we need you to take shelter right now. Wow.
Ryan, huge tornado, close range, right in front of us. Huge debris in the air. Huge debris.
Elijah, I know you might, I don't know if you have anything at all, but I have to step away from the computer for like 30 seconds. So I'm going to pull you up, okay?
Okay.
Just go ahead.
So
I'll be right back.
Okay. We do have some damage reports coming in from the previous tornado that occurred earlier near Red Oak. Let me pull those up real quick. So I'm trying to get to them real quick. So a report of an 18-wheeler was flipped over on I-80 westbound and a house was damaged, most likely by the tornado. We don't know if there's injuries yet, but according to the scanner, it was described as, quote, major damage along US 34. So I know Ryan has the, I'll keep you updated on as we get more damage reports. But with those two ongoing tornadoes, one of them is going towards the town of Mount Etna. It is probably, you need to be in your shelter. I think it may skirt the town slightly to your west, but it is still on the ground doing damage. I am currently seeing debris up to at least about 13,000 feet with that. And the storm to the south near Corning and Brooks, there is an ongoing tornado there, as well as we've seen on stream. Debris with that is also
New information.
potentially reaching,
This tornado warning has been
let me try to
upgraded.
see here, at least 10,000 feet with it. So it is still on the ground. It is doing damage. If you are in any of these tornado warnings, make sure you take shelter because this is a very dangerous situation.
Thank you very much, Elijah. I'm back. So basically, if you're just now tuning in, we do have a tornado.
Ryan, I have a great view of this tornado in the distance.
We have a tornado on the ground doing damage here between Adams County and Villisca, Iowa. This is moving up towards Prescott and Orient. We need you to take shelter. Unfortunately, we also have other storms forming as well. Down here to the south, we likely have more tornadoes that are forming at this very moment as they come into northern portions of Missouri and southern Iowa. So this is the beginning stages, once again, of what will likely become a very large tornado outbreak. This is a live look from Brandon Clement, who is a little bit farther out. Okay, he's got a little bit of a more distant view here of the storm, and you can kind of see just how big it is.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
So we have multiple tornadoes on the ground here. Once again, we just got a new tornado warning for areas just to the north here near Exira and Guthrie Center. This is definitely, this is a pretty unfortunate situation too, because I think that this one's likely on the ground here. That's an amazing signature on velocity. This is likely on the ground as it comes up towards Exira, Gander, and North Branch, Iowa. Take shelter immediately. Storm Chaser Caleb Beecham might try to get us a little bit closer to that one. Our larger tornado that is still doing damage right now is down here near Quincy right now, moving up towards Carl and Mount Etna in Iowa. You guys also need to take shelter. That's the tornado that you see on your screen through the Storm Chaser feeds down to the south, okay, or on the bottom part of your screen. Additionally, I want to show you this storm down here in Missouri that's coming to the north of Kansas City. These storms in Missouri are also going to have the ability to produce a tornado or two as they move up towards more northwestern portions of Missouri. So you guys need to get ready for this in Kansas City, up there towards Lawson, Cameron, Hamilton, Chillicothe, Bethany. These supercells are going to be in a similar environment, not quite as intense, but a similar environment as our storms in Iowa, and they are producing tornadoes, okay? Next in line for our tornado here in Iowa, once again, is going to be Mount Etna and Carl, Williamson, Fisk, Nevinville, and Orient. You guys are also in the direct path of this thing. Yeah, these storms definitely popped off very quickly, unfortunately. I believe that the tornado is mostly rain wrapped at this exact moment, which is probably why we're not seeing a view of it right now. Debris, big time debris signature with our tornado here. So we've got the original